Well, it's gosh, it's for a lot of it, you know, know in the recruiting class pretty much what's going to happen, and then and still to this moment, there's still some suspense out there. So, you know, and even though you think about all night, you know, what's going to happen actually on signing date. So it is truly a great day. Every time we get to add some names to Oregon State football roster, it's a major deal to us because countless hours have been spent in the recruiting of this class, and I'm really proud of first of all, our coaches for the work that they do, putting in, building relationships, putting in time, because this is more than just, you know, just a guy making a decision about where to go to eat. It's one of the first major decisions a young man has in his life is where he's going to go to college, and when he has opportunities and options and going through the processes, it's a great deal. We feel privileged to be a part of it, and so now we get to present this class to you and to our team, to the Beaver Nation, and so I want to thank our coaches, our department who plays a big part in recruiting, to our faculty that help us immensely, spending a lot of time of their own time with recruits. It truly becomes a community event, and so it's especially fun to be a part of. You know, in looking at the class in total, I think I told you a long time ago that we needed to get some offensive linemen in our depth, and so I'm real excited about this group. This is an outstanding group of guys that I think, you know, in general we'd say that offensive linemen, you know, they redshirt most of the time, but I think we'll have some guys that can make an immediate impact, you know, that will definitely compete to play in the games and compete to start. So that's kind of unique in that regard. And then, you know, and then we wanted to get some athletes, more athletes, that safeties, defensive backs, corners, you know, and we've got a good group of those guys in this mix for sure. And then with that, you know, we wanted to get some experienced linebackers, and I didn't think we'd be able to get two. We were after, at the end, we almost had three, but we ended up with two JC linebackers, and guys that have played that I think fit our style real well and fit what you need to do in college football. They're active and good football players. And then besides that, we kind of hit a smattering of a bunch of stuff, which was important. You know, a receiver that I think is really good, and we were going to probably be in the market for no more than two, but maybe one receiver, and we got one right this minute. Another one is due to make a decision in an hour, and we'll see what happens with that guy. But Malik Gilmore is a great player. We're excited to have him. We went after a very limited number of running backs because we have a lot in our system that I think are good players, but we thought, okay, we're going to recruit these three guys. If we get one of them, that is a big deal. And Chris Brown is one of our new players, our new tailback. And of course, we got one quarterback in the class, and it was our first choice as we went through it early on in the year. Brent Vanderveen, the quarterback, and then we needed some tight ends, and Caleb Smith and Dustin Stanton, two outstanding players from the state of Washington that are added to our roster. And then I saw a guy on a visit to see Weinrich and Vanderveen when I made a trip down there during the bye week to watch them play. I saw a kicker and thought he was really, really good. And so we signed Garrett Owens, a kicker athlete out of Arroyo Grande that I think will be a great addition to our program. I think he was Brent's leading receiver down there at Arroyo Grande, and he plays on the basketball team, so he's a real good athlete and a tremendous tools as a kicker. So, you know, there will be some gray shirts in this group, but in general, I think we hit the numbers that we needed to. in most areas. You know, we at one time had 4 corners committed, and we ended up with probably 1 true corner. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to try some other guys, maybe a Zach Robinson, a Cyril Nolan. We might put those guys and look at them, you know, for versatility at corner, but, you know, that's just the way it went. But we feel great about the group of DBs that we got. You know, when you look at guys like Chris Miller and Kendall Hill from Houston is an outstanding prospect, and I don't want to leave anybody out, so let me just recheck this thing to make sure I've hit those guys. You know, with our, we always pay attention in state, and Jay Losey recruits the state for us, always does a nice job of looking around, and I think for in our opinion, we got the 2 best players in our state, and Isaac Sayamalo and Joel Scotty, and we're really excited about those 2 guys and proud of the production that our state has put out there, as always, so we've looked at that hard. Okay.